entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
It's there. Looking downfield, it's Brown. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Stopped at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. The pocket breaking down. On first down, it's second and long from the 22. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Lets it fly to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up fourth down. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking to scramble. Fires it on the move. He finds the running back for a fourth down catch. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
Play action here on first down. Quick throw, testing the middle. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
The Bulls begin a new series here, first and 10. Inside give now from the shotgun. Gets the first and still running. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, USF. A horrible field position to start the drive, Kirk, but they just marched right down the field and get points.
Chris, this offensive coordinator deserves a raise after that opening drive. The way they orchestrated this inside their own 15 to come away with points, impressive.
He'll be stopped short. The lead is still 6. Remember that decision.
That keeps the score. South Florida, 6. Miami, Ohio, 0.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels.
Breaks into the clear. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position down to the 24.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
One massive play has moved the football just outside the red zone. First down. We'll give it to the running back. They bring him down, but that play will set up a first and goal now at the 10.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Great start for this offense. 3 plays, and suddenly it's a first and goal. to keeper. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Miami of Ohio.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the PAT makes it a 1-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Back to pass. It's Brown. Moves out of the pocket. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
Man, when a quarterback starts moving around like that, you move into what some defensive coordinators would call a second play because it becomes almost like backyard football at that point. But that was a good job by the defense playing discipline and forcing the incompletion.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Extending the play now. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's third down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
Trying for a fourth down completion. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Why in the world would the offensive coordinator and head coach decide to go for it inside their own red zone? That's a peculiar choice for this offense.
First down and goal now. Can they punch it in? Looking for a gap. It's Tracy. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, maybe you hold them to 3 points.
On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. He escapes the pocket. He throws it away there, avoiding a mistake on third down, and now a fourth down decision coming up. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. Makes it look easy.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Bringing it out, it's Smith. And they're finally able to bring him down. That's a big momentum play to wrap up the first quarter. Miami of Ohio has the lead here, Kurt. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Back to throw. It's Brown. Looking for the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. That's a bizarre play. Goes backwards all the way to the end zone for a safety. Kickoff team out there to boot it away after giving up the safety.
Well, you just got to have more awareness here as a ball carrier. What in the world are you doing? You're on your side of the 50. You're running backwards like that. Eventually, the defense sees this. They can't believe their eyes. They're rallying to the football, and they come up with a safety.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Pulls it in. It's Perry. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? And here comes a deep shot. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, this is why this free safety is, to me, one of the top players in the country. Does a great job of reading the quarterback, follows his instincts there, which leads him to the interception.
He's in the clear. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Trying to create here on the move. Nice grab. It's Smith. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Grab down the middle. It's Singleton. Tackle, but first down.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. The Bulls will have 1st and 10 here. To the air, it's Brown. On the move now. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaking free at the 35. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pass rush closing in. Bites into the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. Kurt, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown. And great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. And looking to throw now on first down. The sure hands. It's Weaver. They bring him down after a short gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Finn. Fires quickly to the left. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return.
Well, this returner is about to get an earful, but at least the coach isn't as mad as they would have been if they ended up losing the ball.
So here's the first play of the drive, backed up with their own 7. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looking to scramble. He lets it go on the move. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. Fighting off the defender. They make the tackle, but enough for a 1st down. Textbook execution on the option. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Nimrod. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Where in the world was he going? The wrong way is the answer. It's a massive loss on the play. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On the ground, it's Norton. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on 4th and very long. Dropping back, it's Brown. Looking deep for the right side. Incomplete, a huge 4th down stand by this defense.
Well, Chris, there's crazy, then there's what we just saw. I'm not sure what this head coach is thinking. Late in the game, trailing by a bunch, I get it. But you've got time, way too early in this game to go for it on 4th and a mile.
And it's good, right down the middle. And with that, they regain the lead. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the 1st half. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Trying an onside to start the 3rd with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
Here comes the Miami offense back on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds his man. It's Weaver. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks to the left, pass caught. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Weaver. Touchdown, Redhawks. They couldn't stop him there. Coach, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. Remember last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
That massive gain has set him up at the 41-yard line. Enemy territory. Looking downfield near the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown. Bulls.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown. Well, I thought the defense did a pretty good job of defending this two-point try, but let's give all the credit to the quarterback and the receiver for being able to be in sync and in rhythm to come down with that catch and the 2 points.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Redhawks offense retakes the field now. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They finally get him down with a big play to the 46.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down.
Oh, and he fumbles. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
Well, anytime the quarterback takes off and improvises, there's always the risk that the ball goes on the ground. He does a nice job of going off script, trying to create to make something, anything happen, but he doesn't take care of the ball, and the defense does a nice job of swatting the ball away.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
And the first play of this drive is a big sack for this defense. These are exactly the kind of plays that can kill a drive before you even get the third down. You cannot allow a big sack to start a drive like this.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. That's caught. It's Nimrod. He's swarmed by the defense.
It's a great play for the offense, but let's give all the credit to the offensive line for that play. The quarterback makes the throw, but he couldn't have done it without the time that they provided.
He's going to take off. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
On 1st down, it's play action. And it's intercepted. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44. quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Dropping back, it's Finn. Running out of time in the pocket. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. It's intercepted, threw it across his body. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, his quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Moves out of the pocket. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's not going to bring out the third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Tries to get it to the running back. Grab down the middle. It's Tracy. They finally make the stop. The offense threatening now. First down to the 27. The Red Hawks will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Pressure is coming. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Miami of Ohio has the lead here, Kurt. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
No, I don't blame him. Go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But, hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, I just thought that would be a foregone conclusion. 3rd down in inches, no problem. Quarterback sneak, first down. But no, the defensive line holds their point of attack and pushing.
And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami of Ohio.
This is called having confidence in an offensive line and a running back. 4th down and goal, you pound it in for the touchdown.
Extra point puts him up 9 now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. That's a strong stiff arm. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and it's a first down drop in traffic over the middle.
Now here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he could bring it in.
Grab behind the line. It's Norton. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. You're down by a couple possessions. Yeah, completion is good, but truly the two most important things, getting the ball downfield to your receivers and making sure they're working to get out of bounds to preserve that clock, to be able to get a score, get the ball back, and have a chance to win this game.
He escapes the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Smart heads-up play by this quarterback. Hey, listen, they're trailing. He's got to make some plays, and if nothing's open downfield, use your legs, pick up as many yards as you can, get out of bounds, and get ready for that next play.
Makes a diving grab there. That was beautiful.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
To the air, it's Brown. On the move now. Looking for a receiver deep middle. Touchdown, USF. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
What a beautiful post route right over the top, and it splits this defense for 6 points. Great recognition by the quarterback to see the void in the middle third of this secondary and confidently deliver that strike.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's picked off in the end zone. They can't stop him.
Oh, man, that was not a great throw right there. Pass is intercepted on the two-point try. You have to wonder why they decided to go with that call.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Miami offense back on the field. Trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss, 2nd down and 11. Grinding away on the ground. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. That's reeled in. It's Weaver. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. And the Redhawks will line up to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And now the first play of this drive. They'll begin at the 36. To throw, it's Brown. He's running out of time here. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
Defense is coming after him. Looking to scramble now. He's got the first down and more. And the senior calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space and lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
Well, this is why this quarterback goes to this tight end. His size and his athletic ability. The soft hands to make the catch. But, Chris, this is what separates him from other tight ends in the country. Look at him after the catch, breaking tackles and picking up more yardage.
The pocket breaking down. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty marker. 2nd down and goal upcoming. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Pass rush closing in. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. The receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
I love how they're trying to find a one-on-one matchup that can get this ball in the end zone, but that's 3 straight plays where they've not been able to score a touchdown. Late in the game like this, down by 3, I think you got to kick the field goal and hope this game goes into overtime.
Here we go, one of the biggest moments of the game so far. The field goal unit out there for a high-pressure attempt. Oh, and he knocks it right through. And that ties the game. We could be headed for overtime. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Dropping back, it's Finn. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Hey, really good call here by the defensive coordinator working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Get 6 defensive backs with that dime look, cover as much ground as you can and have as much speed as you can. I think the quarterback may have been confused there and just threw the ball away.
The sure hands, it's Weaver. He's brought down, but the veteran quarterback paid a price for that completion.
Chris, look at the clock here. We're under a minute to play, and it's a completion, but it's not very effective. The defense's job is to just keep everything in front of them. The offense has got to come up with different ways to manipulate that coverage and take some shots downfield.
Oh, that's just a throwaway there on 3rd down, and now a 4th down play coming up. The Red Hawks will have to kick this away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. Returner is brought down. It's a start with the next drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Bringing pressure. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And the ball to the ground. The offense will retain possession late in the game. That would have been a crushing turnover. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the 2nd overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the 3rd overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that 3rd series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
1st and 10 play coming up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
They test the middle there, but get nothing. So here comes a crucial 3rd and short. This offense does not want to have to settle for a field goal attempt here in overtime. Back to throw. It's Brown. Slides down to avoid the tackle. So here we go. The offense has 1st and goal here in overtime.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and now this sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10.
On 2nd and goal, they hand it to him again. It's a touchdown as they jump on top here in overtime.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Oh, and it's a huge overtime interception. That's it, game over. The defense makes the decisive play to win it in overtime.
Chris, that's his third interception in this game alone. If he's going to stay in this game, he's got to do a better job of protecting the football.
Now, this is a tough one. And you get it to overtime. You come up short. It's a heartbreaker. They'll have to pick up the pieces after this one.
Yeah, I think we both thought that this game was going to be really close, but I don't know if we would have been able to guess that it was going to be this close. They were so evenly matched, and it just came down to those few plays at the end that really decided it.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.